Welcome everyone to the MSL Season 2 Code Platinum Winners Bracket Finals. We are here on Belshir Vestige and we're ready for the action to get started. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the winner of one of the semifinals. Of course, that's naturally how all this works. The random player, the orange random player, this time spawning is the orange Protoss, the top left-hand corner, Quixoticism. I'm going to keep going with Quixoticism. And his opponent down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, the red Protoss, always Protoss, EQBisu. Fancy. Look, they're building pylons. Isn't it great? So, mirror matchups. They're always interesting. The thing here is that his opponent, EQBisu, does not actually know that this is a mirror matchup. They're not going to see any scouting stuff, but that is exactly why EQBisu is scouting so early. He's wanting to know exactly what race he is up against, as the builds you do against each race are ideally different. So, other than that, both players, well, at least EQBisu is chrono boosting. Actually, they're both about equal on Nexus Energy. They're both starting down their gateways at the exact same time. And look at that. So we're going to have an early scout from both of these players, wanting to make sure no shenanigans are going down, and that we only have amazing, epic games. Little did they know that cheesy games also make really hilarious things to watch later, although they might not be the greatest and most fun thing to do in-game. A little bit of harassment here. It's not going to be too much of a big deal. It's just going to zap away some shield energy, while we do have a hidden probe in the main of EQBisu, so this could be a little bit interesting, although it looks like, yeah, he's not going to be throwing down a pylon. He is instead just going to keep scouting. So far, mirror builds. The only difference is that Quixoticism has two gases on their way, both now finishing up, and it looks like EQBisu's Cyber Core is being started a little bit earlier, so it's actually, they're diverging quite a bit. 2 gas versus 1. At the 3-minute mark, that's actually kind of a big deal. This probe is still active. That's amazing. Surprised that EQBisu, who previously shown that he hates units in his mineral line, did not go ahead and take that out. Maybe it's a Protoss thing, and oh my gosh, okay, this is actually kind of a big deal. Miss rally. See how that? Oh no. That's a missed rally point. It was clicked, yeah, it was right over top of it. It was clicked instead of on here, it was clicked right here. It's super easy to do, and it's super annoying. So the income, even though he was equal on workers, in fact, up, he was down in income until just this moment. Also, doing a good job, he's checking his base for pylons, because it looks like he was thinking about doing the same thing. EQBisu is now, of course, doing the exact same thing that Quixoticism was doing, and honestly, that's a great move. That's a sign of 2 good Protoss players. So, give props to Quixoticism for being a random player and knowing how to play each race. Hidden pylon, or hidden probe, hidden pylon. We have another one. Let's see, we have the second gas geyser. Ooh, 2 in each gas. This is probably actually deliberate. Generally, when you build a refinery, you want to make as much use of it as you can. However, there are specific builds that help you time things and keep your production in rhythm if you have a little bit less income. And so, if you had just 1 gas geyser, you couldn't quite do it because you only have 3 workers in gas. And this is a different build, because it's going for 2 in each specifically, and I do believe that was Creator Prime who popularized that. It was a 2-base Protoss style with heavy upgrades, and we'll see if EQBisu is in fact going for that. He is going to have to deal with a robotics facility, though, although his warp gate count is going to be much higher. Looks like we're going to have a 4-gate. I'm so excited. Everyone loves 4 gates. So warp gate research has been finished. The gateways are actually started a little bit late, and there is a pylon, though. It's not super close. Okay, this is a little bit better. If this robotics facility can finish up and get out an immortal immediately, he's actually in pretty good position. And if he can pick off a free stalker here, this is also a big deal. Yeah, pulling that one back. Excellent micro. He's got to make sure that this remains hidden. He does not want his opponent to know. And oh no! Gonna go counter. This could actually not be too bad. The difference here is there's no immortal here. It's an observer, and that's a warp prism. And I think this is going to be the end of the game, having not seen it. He's going to try to get a cancel off on that. No, he's just going to straight up kill it. He's now recalling all of his stalkers, but 3 stalkers does not take out 4 stalkers. Mothership core. There is no mothership core to do photon overcharge, canceled? No, he's not done anything. The Observer will not help in this situation. He's down in production. He's got opponent in his base. He's got additional warp-ins, and 3 Stalkers to 8 generally doesn't go too well. Or 3 to 7, I guess that is. So, there we go. This is what we call, once again, a build order victory. Huzzah! One where it was left unscouted a little bit, although there was scouting information in the middle of the base for quite some time. Just didn't quite identify that this was a proxy pylon and that these were reinforcements joining their way. If the Stalkers had stayed home and if this had been an Immortal, things might have gone differently, as Immortal can take down almost infinite numbers of Stalkers and Roaches. Just as a fun fact. Anyway, so interesting first game. I'm excited to see what happens in game number 2. So let's find out.